And so when we're teaching mindfulness, it can be very helpful to emphasize the body, to emphasize these somatic sensations that are happening in our bodies at all times, because the sensations of the body tend to be more coarse, more obvious, more noticeable, and tend to be more, say, objective in a sense than slippery thoughts or perceptions. Those can be difficult to continually notice without getting caught up in those thoughts. And so practices like mindfulness of breathing, where we're sensing in the belly as we're breathing, just noticing how whatever sensations we can feel around our belly or our chest or our nostrils, just continually noticing whatever sensations are there. Emphasizing the body can be very helpful. And, the body is where emotions live. Of course, there's mental manifestations, or thought-based manifestations, but emotions live in the body. We can feel anger. We can feel sadness. We can feel joy. We can feel gratitude. What do those sensations feel like? And body scans can be very helpful for giving us this ability to sense into different emotions, but sensing into things like warmth versus coolness, heaviness versus lightness, pleasantness versus unpleasantness, movement versus stillness, dryness versus moistness, sensing into precise locations of these energies or sensations, like how far forward in the belly, chest, or head can I feel these sensations? How far back? How far left and right, up and down? Do they have a shape? Sometimes sensations feel like a heavy ball, or a piece of paper that's flat, or a bunch of little dots. Sometimes when we're grieving, we can feel a flood of sort of liquid around the heart or chest. We're angry and we might feel a lot of heat in the head. If we're depressed, maybe there's a lack of sensation just about everywhere. And so this is an important point, that we're not trying to feel a certain way. As mindfulness teachers, it's important to try not to make people feel calm or relaxed or good. That's not what mindfulness is. Mindfulness is not about being happy. Mindfulness is not about being relaxed. Mindfulness is about noticing what's here without judging, which will tend to lead towards ease and relaxation and the outcomes that are more pleasant, typically. But a danger with teaching mindfulness is focusing on the outcomes that we want people to have. As mindfulness teachers, it's important not to bypass the process for the outcomes. Mindfulness is about the process of continually being here, which will tend to lead towards those outcomes. And so, as we're defining mindfulness for others and leading people through some practices or describing mindfulness, I encourage you to be careful to not give the impression that mindfulness is about feeling great. That's usually a benefit, but the process is important to emphasize. That it's the process of opening to whatever's here, even if it's unpleasant, and being with that. Opening to that without trying to change it. And that's really hard. It's really difficult. And some people will ask you, why are you asking me to notice and to be with what I want to get rid of? I've been carrying this anxiety in my belly for years. I've been carrying this hatred or this disgust or this judgment or whatever it is that they're carrying. And they want to get rid of it. And it's understandable. It's human nature. The power of mindfulness is the power of opening to whatever is in our experience and allowing it to be here, allowing it to even intensify, allowing it to change, allowing it to go, rather than suppressing it, fighting it, trying to force it into something else. So this process of opening to our full experience without judgment means that we're allowing our experience to be here. And our job is just to be with it.